Hi and hello, I am Dr. ATHEENAPANDIan from India. I am today I am going to talk about research importance. In what way the undergraduates and the postgraduate students need to be give more importance to the research and development. Research and development is concerned. Whatever the technology nowadays, that technologies are research under the research in the previous decades. So, because of research only, we can able to create innovative things. That is most important first point in the industry is concerned. As a student is concerned, there's research play a main vital role during while you are doing the projects or while doing your research analysis. So all the undergraduate students should know about research is what type of the research we can able to do, what are all the subdomains under the research. For example, you are belongs to any domain of engineering. It may be a computer science engineering or it may be a biomedical engineering, electronics engineering. Under your bachelor's degree, that is under your bachelor domain, there are so many subdomains are there. Each and every domain have separate research sectors. For example, take an example of the healthcare engineers. In the healthcare engineer is concerned, there are so many categorization of research is there. For example, biomechanics, biomaterials, bioinstrumentation, biophonetics. Like that, the electronics people, electrical people, computer science people, all these domain engineering have different subdomains are there. So if you are doing any research, you are coming under any of the subdomain. That is first point. The second point I need to say is, through this research, what we learn. If the undergraduate students can know about how to research, then that is a greater advantage for them to do the journal papers. So publications, research papers, all these things, 75 to 85 percentage of the undergraduate students doesn't know about what actually the research papers are. What is the index? What is citation? What is the journal paper? What is Scopus? What is IEEE? They doesn't know about it. But it is a damn sure thing. Every bachelor's engineering, that is engineering graduate people, those who are pursuing by engineering graduate, they must understand about how to publish a paper. What is the purpose of paper? What are all the advantages we can able to get while you are doing the research, while you are publishing the research papers? Which are all the terminology we need to follow for writing a paper. So, along with academics, along with the projects, the students also knowing about the research paper, research journal, and the patent and all these things that may give more number of satisfaction during the 4 years of study. At the same time, you can able to get into place in R&D sector of any sort of the companies. So research and development is the basic tool for developing any product. If you are going to make any product, the product should coming under the research for at least 6 months to 1 year. And the research is completed. Once you are creating the product, then you are going for the authentication purpose. That is what the journal paper is. So the publications. In the healthcare is concerned, I am talking about clearly on healthcare research. The two important healthcare research technology is, one is biomedical engineering, another one is biomedical science. These are all the two different areas. In the healthcare is concerned, every human being required this. the biomedical science is concerned, there are so many subdomains are there. The studying about the human body, studying about the genetics, studying about the internal organs, studying about creating a new blood cells, vital parameters, all the diagnostic things. And the instrumentation part, we are creating the machine, the external machine that we need to find the vital signs of the human body. There are over 30,000 medical equipments are there, but still we required some of the medical devices to identify some of the non-diagnostic disorders. Still there are so many non-diagnostic disorders are there. Through the symptoms only doctors identified. But there is no diagnostic tool to identify that particular disorders. And then therapeutical treatment is not available for some other cases, pancreatic cancer. And you go for the blood cancer, bone marrow cancer. All these are all the things doesn't have any therapeutical tool to recover it. So if you want to do the research, then it is very comfortable for to recreate the inability. So that is what the research importance is. So what is the research? In what domain I am going to do research? What are all the next step after studying a paper? After somebody of them ask how to do the project, sir. Can you say some of the topics to do projects, mini projects and the major projects and all? The best idea to do project is read out some of the journal papers. Choose your domain first of all. Under the subdomain first of all. Under the subdomain, choose any of the topic and research and take some of the research paper on your selected topic. Go through the paper completely. Like that, you take in control of 10 to 15 papers. Don't think that it is a waste of time, but you can able to avail to be the expert in the research. You must have a capability to read the research papers. So 10 to 15 papers, you completely read about the particular subdomain in the topic. Then definitely you can able to become an expert on that particular topic. And what is in our mind after reading a 15 research paper is, why not we can able to do this particular thing. The second paper have some of the existing capability. The 14th paper I read out as something it is missing. So why not we can able to add that thing? Why not we can able to add the third paper conclusion with the 13th paper conclusion? Why not we can able to merge on it? Why not we can able to use this particular technology instead of that? So all this kind of the innovating idea can able to come once you read out 10 to 15 research paper under the same topic. For example, you read out the research on only artificial intelligence, only the deep learning, only the IoT. So once you are crossing all the 15 papers, definitely you have some idea. Then you are start writing the research paper. So once you are crossing the 10 to 15 research paper, you know that which one is at top, which one is how to indicate our author's name, how to add the keywords, how to add the references, how to indicate the references inside the content of the paper, and how to make a block diagram, how to make a conclusion, how to make an abstract, and all the things you can able to clearly remember. So it is the functionality that it is the comfortable way to learn about the protocol or the procedure to make research paper. And then already you have 10 to 15 papers experience, reader experience. So you got a content also. So then start writing. I'm just doing all these things. Then in the reference you add all that 15 research papers. So this is the best way to start a project also. So once you write the particular paper, then keep on writing. You have some of the doubt, and for clarity of that particular doubt, you need to go for doing some of the projects, whether it may be a programming or whether it may be instrumentation or whether it may be a statistics kind of research, and all the things you straight away come into the atmosphere and do something. That is nothing but the project. So parallelly, your project is going and keep on according to the result of the project, your paper is also moving. So when the product is executed, then the research paper is completed. And then you're submitted into the topmost journal, the high rated journal like Science Journal, Scopus, IEEE. So all these kind of the international journals, the reputed international journals, you can able to submit that particular paper into that. And then the expert in the particular journal topic will review on your paper. Once the reviewer reviewed on your paper, if there is any queries they have, they are mailed you regarding the particular queries. Then you need to be answerable on that particular queries. If they are satisfied about your answer, then immediately 3 or 4 reviewer going to check. Once the 4 or 5 review is getting over, then it is moving to the editorial board. So your paper will be accepted and soonly your paper will be published. Like that you got a mail. So within a 6 month to 8 month, your own created paper will published in the reputed journal in the world. That makes the satisfaction. And parallelly you are doing the projects, right? So the project is also moving good. So you have the research paper along with you. So you have the research product along with you. So you have good marks in academics. So this is the most important for all the students. So once you have a research experience, once you have a research paper writing experience, or once you have a making a product experience, creating product experience, then it is a very good profile. Then that profile will be shortlisted by any of the recruiters. Because the companies are requiring changes. What the technology is now, it is not there in the next year. It is outdated. The new technology will come and play. So the competition between the industries is what happened. They are concentrate more on the research and development. They are welcoming the innovative ideas. They are welcoming the new formats, new softwares, new hardwares. So once you are doing this kind of the way of doing the research, then that may curiosity, that may create the curiosity of the recruiter to recruit you. Then you can start doing the project under the research and development of the particular industry. Just imagine. So these are all the advantages we can able to get while you are start doing the research. Start writing the research paper. Start doing the project through the research. Okay, there are so many journals, my dears. Even though if you are familiar about the particular research paper and all, you can start your own journal company. That is also possible. And you can go for the patent. Once you publish the paper, once your the product is ready, and you can submit it into the central government patent. Then within a 6 months to 8 months, whether it is the healthcare sector, whether it is very useful for the public, then immediately the patent will be approved. Then the government agency, the government will funding you to do the project. The more number of product, the funding agencies do the particular thing as a project into the product. So many of them waiting for your product. Once the product is coming to the market, once the product reach so many peoples in all around you, then you are become a popular. Then you can able to create a separate identity for you in the healthcare society or in the domain society. Instead of doing research, instead of publishing papers, instead of writing a books and whatever it may be, only academics, academic score and laboratory, then we are getting a job. Of course, the life is keep on going, but identity not created. The individuality not comes. Your quality not will be appreciated by anyone. So the research having a capability to create a own identity for you. In the particular domain, this particular person is an expert. Just think about still now, once you are saying the word Apple, whose name you are remembered? Steve Jobs. Even though there are so many CEOs are come and play a role, even though they are inventing innovative idea, they are creating a product and all, but none of the person remembered apart from the name Steve Jobs. Many of them doesn't know about the other CEOs and other CFOs as like as all the other companies, because Steve Jobs undergone so many research programming to adopt the to adopt iOS, to adapt Android. So all these things can able to come forward only you are supposed to do research. So that is what. So research is the main important thing for every undergraduate, whatever the domain it may be. Not only the biomedical, healthcare, engineering. You are coming under the computer science, you are coming under the IT, you are coming under the mechanical, electrical, electronics, whatever it may be. The research play a main vital role to create an innovative things into the market. Because every human being expected something from the market, whether it may be for the home appliances, or whether it may be for the factory, or whether it may be for their own use. Everything is required. All the things what you are seeing in the market, or one day it was in the research sector. In the healthcare is concerned, everyone knows that the stretcher, the wheelchairs, ECG machine, all these things are research in 2 decades back. But now they are used very comfortably. Even most of the medical equipment we are used nowadays in the home itself. So that's what the technology is coming. So once you are traveling along with the technology, you must have some of the research on it. There are so many technologies. So you must have a research on that particular technology that make comfortable for you to move forward into the healthcare market or successful market. Okay, you are doing research, you are writing a paper, and your project is patented, of course. Then what is the next step? Once you are getting the funds from the government, whether it may be not only from the central government, you can able to get the funds from abroad, foreign countries also. So once you are getting the fund from the foreign countries, then what is the next plan? You need to develop the particular product. Once the product is very good, then you are proven as it is a good product. Then what is the next step? Start your own company. Start making the product which is useful to the public. Get authentication, get regulatory affairs, get all the calibrations of the particular equipment, whether it is safety or not. All the safety measures will be checked, and then the product will be go to the market. During the time, you got well satisfied. So, no research, your degree is just a paper. The knowledge can express through only research, not through the marks you attended. Not through the marks you attended, only through the knowledge. Your 4 years of graduation should be satisfied. So how the knowledge will be replicated? Not in the marks. Not in the marks. What you did in the 4 year. Whether you are creating any product, or whether you are making any research papers, or whether you are patented something. If you are doing this particular thing, then only your 4 years of time is going well, is gone well. Definitely you can able to place it in a good company, or you can able to become an entrepreneur to provide job to many other people. If all the successful persons, you just go and read their biography, they are knowingly or unknowingly, fortunately or unfortunately, before they are become a billionaire, before they are become very famous, the last step they are made is doing some research. Research activity is the most important key role for every entrepreneur. Research activity is the most important key role for every successful industrialist. So, the research importance is most needed. Journal paper publications, patented, all these things are more important for every graduate people. So the profile of yours is move very higher once you did the research paper alone. I am getting a 9.5 CGP out of 10. I am doing so many projects in the mini projects and the main projects, but the project should not become out of my class. It's just a project, it gives output, then it is sleeping over there in the lab itself. There is no no use of it. So once your graduation is got satisfied, you yourself got satisfied, only the journal paper, publications, your product, your patent, all these things you have, then only the BE graduation is got satisfied. Because more number of 10,000 to 1 lakh people completed BE biomedical engineering, MSc biomedical engineering in all over the world. But some of them are got flourish and they are get familiarized about any topic or become an identity creator. Why not you? So who are all doing the research activity in 4 years of study? Definitely they have a great future. Whether they are become a best researcher in any of the industry or they are become a best industrialist for their own creation. So try to learn about what is research, what is index, what is journal publications, and how we can able to calculate whether it is a good journal or bad journal, or whether what is the protocol we need to follow to publish a paper in the Scopus, IEEE, like that. So all these things you must have and start reading the paper. Start reading the journal paper according to your domain. Under the domain, it just selected some of the 10 to 15 papers. Keep on reading about it. Then definitely you are not supposed to sit simply instead of reading a research paper. Continuously you are doing a 15 days, continuously you are reading almost 10 to 15 papers. Then what is the 16th day happen? You are not supposed to sit simply instead of reading the research paper. Straight away your hand and the eyes and minds are searching about the research paper. Then definitely you are become a great expert in the research in very frequent time. All the researcher, they are successfully completed their execution in the age of 28, 29, 30. But in olden days, Albert Einstein, all the inventors, William Ramsden, Godfrey Hornfield, all these peoples are old age people because the resource is not available for executing their research paper. That is a product. But now the technology is mostly developed. So the resources are available. So if you are start thinking your innovations to do some projects and make it into the product, using the available resources, using the available raw material, using the technology, immediately you can able to create a product and become familiar in the society. So this is what actually every biomedical engineer and every engineering domain people should think about it. So research is most important. Kindly add that particular thing along with the academics, not in the final year. From the first year itself, should know about what is research, in what way we can able to do research, what is the purpose of research, in what way we are get benefited using the research, how to create my own paper using through for the research purpose. All these things is most important. Okay, so this is what Mike I concluded that in the healthcare engineering is concerned, or because in the healthcare not only depends on biomedical engineering, all the other domain are mixedly to save the life of the people. That is called as the healthcare. Because while you are going for image processing, software requires. While you are going for the signal processing, software required. If you are going for the tissue transplantation, if you are going for the robotics, mechanical engineering required. Once you want to create a medical devices, electrical people required. Once you have displayed something, the medical equipment, so your readings in the display, electronics department, instrumentation department. So all these particular domains are mixed together to save the life of the people by creating a diagnostic and therapeutic tools. So this is the research. Like that, if you are belonging to any kind of the domain, choose any of the topic, start doing the research, start writing the research paper, and publish it in the reputed journal. Get funding from the funding agencies, whether it be private or the government. Do the particular project. Once it is executed, then the own identity will be created all over the world for you. So thank you very much once again for the patience and listening about the research technologies. Thank you very much.